Welcome to Sparta. I hope I find you all well. Sparta Live, second live for the year. How interesting. How interesting indeed. Well, what a week. Trump invades Venezuela, takes out the drug lord, but the drug's still running. That was just an oil grab. An oil grab. That's all that was. But we won't get into too much of that. That's old news now. He's already got that guy from Venezuela, and they're in the proceeds of fixing that little issue. But what's his next prize? Well, he's got his eyes on Greenland. Now, fix this moderation chat, because it should be open for all, and everyone should be able to message if they want to. Let us get the Lord's Prayer into the day. We are here with Michael the Archangel Michael, the only one God will ever send, whether you like to think so or not. If I complete my task, maybe, just maybe, you will see me with my wings and my halo. And then you really know I am the guy. Now, we haven't been dealing with these in my chat. Dealing with them in Jack's chat, one or two. But that's all right. Trolls keep attacking my content, giving me little messages. I also found out that some things can be far deceiving to the eye, even to me. And I usually see evil in all of its forms. So, is that the question? Can I see your evil? Well, I can, and I can't, and I can. Some things are evil, and some things are not. Well, let us get into the Lord's Prayer, and let's put a bit more light on the subject. As God would say, let there be light. Oh. Okay. The Lord's Prayer. The highlight of Archangel Michael's show. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. Now you must put your faith in Jesus. Jesus is the key. God is where we're going, in heaven. But Jesus is the only way that you can get there. And until those Zionists, until those Muslims work this out, they'll never go to any heaven. Only the hell that they have waiting for them. For only through Jesus can we ascend. In the end, well, I'll find out that in the end, when their so-called God, their so-called false prophet, self-proclaimed prophet, self-proclaimed prophet Muhammad, you know, the one that conquered the land and said, now I'm the prophet. I'm going to force marry that 6-year-old. Yep, that's really a religion to be following. Someone that conquers everyone, forces everyone to say, I am the prophet. Then he force marries a 6-year-old toddler. Yep, that's really a religion I want to be following. Anyone that follows the Muslim religion, well, what can I say? You should be shot. Plain and simple, taken out and shot. You follow a devil. Your whole religion is based off of devil's worship. Continue to worship the devil, and God will bring wrath on you. I have no mercy for you. I know your history. I know your so-called false prophet. The false prophet Muhammad should be a fatma against him. And his evil ways, his evil teachings, and his evil marriages. Force yourself onto a 6-year-old, you sick man. Sick man. Sick. How dare you proclaim that as any type of religion to be believing in? You sick, twisted beings. A fatma on all Muslims. And their brothers, the Zionists, they can go with them. Archangel Michael will not touch the Jews, as he has promised, as he has told. He will protect them if he needs to. But he can also stand by and watch them burn themselves. They dare follow Baal. They dare talk about building the new church. Well, build it. That means that they've already chosen the leader, trained the leader. The sect is ready to go. The turnbuckle is ready to go. Live for today and not for tomorrow. That's the key. Never look back. There's nothing there for you. Some people will not hear you, regardless of how much, or how loud, or how truthful, or how loving, or how profound you speak. Wish them well and let them go. We pay a high price for intelligence. Wisdom hurts. Remember that. You will come back into this one time and you look and you ask, what is this guy talking about? He really is the Archangel Michael. Maybe I should listen. Or maybe you should. Because times are coming to a close. There's nothing that I can do about that except to warn you. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Why do we make it complicated? Let me tell you about complication. Business and governments have complicated this earth for hundreds of years. We had a system in play that made the coal that we use today, we only have to use 45% of that. They took that system away because they wasn't making money from the minerals, from the coal and the oil. So they took this system of free energy, which we can draw from the atmosphere itself, through a system of just wires and the way that we configured them. But no, they claim, oh, we've lost this technology. They haven't lost it, they've hidden it. There's actually steam trains. There's a story, I've got it on my shorts. It's actually true, truly proven. This is a reset reality. Oil, coal, we've got systems that used to exist in the 1880s that would make that run 55% more efficient than it does now. Our bills will be 55% less. But because they did not make money from the coal and the oil, they eradicated all these special things. Buildings, your high-rise buildings, could produce their own energy. They did not have to have a grid. You did not have a power grid, yet they function, lights everywhere. Look at the pictures of old. Ask yourself, how do they function? All those buildings with lights everywhere, electricity everywhere, yet not a single wire. And then you go out into our streets and we've got wires everywhere. We've been lied to, people. Lied to again and again and again. One day, when you realize this, we will stand up and we will take our freedom. The only way freedom can be given is we must be at war. So, in other words, to get that freedom, to get that peace, we must win this war. They will not give it to us. We must seize it. We'll take it. Let's see, put it up here. Just Chloe posting something. Yes. Yes, freedoms. Life, if well lived, is long enough, You know, we can't be too vain. Everyone wants to live a little bit longer, but we can't be too vain. Be patient. Good things take time. Remember that. I hope this chat's on, because I know people that come to talk to me will talk to me. And this chat should be on. I'm telling you now. This is starting to really jack me off, Mr. YouTube. I show every message, including potential spam. There you go. It's done. So what the hell, man? Maybe you just want to be quiet. I don't know. YouTube is funny with my channel. A doctor can save you. A lawyer can defend your life. If you pay him enough, I guess. A soldier can give you a peaceful life if he wins the war. But only God, and only through Jesus, can you get that everlasting life. And that's the truth. Don't underestimate me. I know more than I will ever say. I think more than I will ever speak. And I notice more than you'll ever realize. Put God into the driver's seat of your life. He is infallible, so he cannot fail you. You think about that one. If he's driving behind the car, you don't need to clench on, because he'll be having it sideways, doing flips, donuts and all. He's infallible. He'll get you through. A strong woman looks a challenge in the eye and gives it a wink. A real strong woman. Without error, there can be no brilliancy. So without realizing you make mistakes, you could not better yourself to become more brilliant. You will stay at the same level, thinking that your shit don't stink, but it does. Everyone's does. Find me someone that doesn't, and well, we can make money from that. You have a look online. There's ladies that make $300,000 a year for selling their farts in a jar. I don't think you want my farts in a jar, I can tell you. But then again, there may be a market. Who knows? Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know, guys. It really is. We pay a high price for being intelligent sometimes. And I'll say this, it's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor is it the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. And that's what we've had to do with Jag. We've had to change with the times. You go back a year to how she's speaking now. She's almost a totally different person, still singing the same tune, but a totally different demeanor. But she still drops her Jag bombs. I love them. I love those Jag bombs so badly because they just fucking explode everything for 15 kilometers around. And just bang. Damn, Jag. Damn. But she's got the receipts. And unless she got the receipts, you wouldn't be able to put bombs out like that. But you get that. You get that. You get that in the big dicks. I really don't know why. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy. I'm going to really get angry. Fuck that off. What's that shit? My God. Oof. Crazy. Well, People are coming, people are going. Don't know why people can't speak to me. I'm pretty sure they would. I'm pretty sure Kiki Eyes would jump in. But obviously not. You get that. Well, Mr. Trump, eh? Mr. Venezuela. Well, at the end of the day, I'm in Australia, so it's really got fuck all to do with me. I can have my opinion on what's going on, but I can't really do anything about it. I could. I could do something about it. I really could, guys. But it's not what God wants. That's kind of like the last emergency fucking Michael. If you can't get any other mission done, you're gonna have to pull that fucking pin. As simple as that. Means that well, that do fucking some bad stuff. But maybe it has to happen anyways. Who knows? Somehow I feel I've got a bit more part to play in this whole world than what I have been given. And I hope I don't have to, but if I have to, by God's word, well, that's got to be done that way. Regardless of what anyone thinks of me. Regardless. But that's just the way that goes. Soon, I'll be traveling out there, out into the bush, looking for my gold, trying to get myself forward, trying to find that seam, really. But on the way, I will also be looking for that creature. Not so much me have to look for it. The legend goes it's going to come to me. My father taught me this a long, long time ago. You sit there long and quiet enough, Michael, it'll come to you. So, that's the plan. And at the end of the day, well, I've worked a few things out. All those years the government been chasing it around, they haven't worked out that it's a sweet tooth. It likes sweets, likes sap. I know that for a fact. So that's a lolly. Like a kid, well, you can get a lolly, and coach it in with a lolly. Sounds a bit cruel, sounds a bit weird actually, but that's what he is. He's a big child. He needs to be educated. He's very smart. He's a dragon, he's a lizard, he's a creature. He thinks he's people. He understands language, and he can actually understand a lot more. He needs to be taught. He doesn't know his place in the world, but he's learning. The way they're teaching him, well, he's learning to defend himself so badly that one day, we see. We see. I just don't want to find out that they've cornered him into an area where they can try and manipulate him even more. If I find out that, I will free him. And this is the truth. This is the year 2026, Chinese Year of the Horse. This is the year. This is the year I have to do it. It won't be any other year. It's this year. This year I hope to bring something to the world, something amazing. I'm not going to stop everything, but it's going to make us think that everything's coming to a stop. It's either I'm going to be on the board at the same time, or I'm here and the next guy is coming. And you know who the next guy is, don't you? That's the guy that's going to save you. I'm just here to set up the stage. Set up the stage and, well, maybe a few other things. We'll see. We'll see. I hope to meet him, but I don't think I will. We will see. We will see. Our paths may cross. May cross in another 25 years' time. We will see. But this year is the year I start. I start training my body. I start training my mind. And I start trying to look for my steed. And then that's it. I can write my own checks then. Cruelty freedom will be not the problem. I'll sign a check for that. There you go. Get that off the road. The moment I find that creature and I get the faith to lead on it, I can name my price. Name it. Money would never be an object again. You think that? A real dragon, I've got the evidence from the government that proves that it exists. It's really real. They know I'm looking for it. They know it belongs to me. They know my father is the one that's taught me how to be able to capture it. They haven't come to me and asked because I said no before. And I'll keep saying no. No matter how many millions they push up in front of my face. Because I know the moment I go out to get him, the moment I'm talking to him, none of them can. I can name my price. Money will never be an object again. This is the fact. That's the glory I get if I complete this mission. That's the power of God. It's a fucking shit mission, guys. It's a dangerous mission. It's very scary. This is a 9-ton creature that's a fucking dragon. And they've been stirring it up that much that I don't know whether it's just going to run straight through me or not. I really don't. It's scary, guys. I've been putting it off a few years because of fucking it's frightening. You seen how big it was? I've seen one of the spares when I was a child going across the Nullarbor Plain. I'm out of Norseman, about 120 k's out of Norseman, going across the Nullarbor Plain towards Eucla. And this big lizard was across the road. Massive lizard. Very high, very tall. His head would be as high as this painting in the background. And my mum was driving. She said, "Gee, Splinter, that's a big crocodile out here." My old man, he woke up because he was having a bit of a rest. He turned around, looked at her and said, "There's no crocodiles out here, woman, don't be silly." "But that is a big goddamn lizard," he reckons. And he pulled up, we pulled up next to it, and only just got off the road because it was eating a dead kangaroo. Massive thing. We was an old, big old Ford Falcon, so it wasn't a small car, and this thing was dwarfing the car. The whole family could have rode on it or in it. It was me, my older brother, and my younger brother in the back, my mother driving in the front, and my dad in the passenger seat. And, well, he said, "What are you doing out?" And his tongue come out. And it was a long bung arrow forked tongue. So he said, "Oh, you're not the one. You're not the special one. The special one, he got a short, fat blue tongue. Like a bobtailed different lizard. But he's a spare." So I said, "Well, why don't you get out and hit him, Dad?" Being a I was a 7-year-old kid at the time. Why don't you get out here, Dad said, "Well, if I hit him with a tire lever, Michael, he'd probably bounce off it and hit me and kill me." Because it was that big. It was a big creature. We was lucky to see that. So I've seen something very similar. But Nunjin, his weighs twice as big as that apparently. And that's really scary because that creature, the one we seen, that was scary enough. That one we seen when I was 7 years old would dwarf a Komodo dragon by 3 times the size. Right? Just to give you a comparison, 3 times the size of one of those Komodo dragons. That's what was across the road out there. Now there's 4 spare ones out there. There's another one just down south here. He's a bit of a different model. A little bit smaller, about 4.5 meters long, that guy. But he's really, really big. In fact, if you don't get in the rangers, keep everyone away from the cave system, because he'll come out and he'll grab you. They don't tell you all this. And whether they're going around and collecting them or not, I'm not sure. They have been. They have been taking creatures from out there. Any strange ones and last ones that they find. Hope to militarize them, I guess. Especially in Nunjin. Well, that's a creature that can be taught like we can be taught. Can grow creatures and they all act like soldiers. It's amazing. Hard to believe. Hard to take my words. Hard to take the words from a guy sitting here with a mask. You just want the hype. You just want the fanfare. I guarantee I bring that to the market. None of your hype and fanfare will mean fucking nothing. And that's what I plan to do. That's exactly what my plan is. My plan is to go out, get that tail horse, show the world, and all your fucking hype will no longer be. You will be too worried about me and my dragon and your fucking hype. Hype will no longer exist. Your industry will be gone. All you'll be worried about is Archangel Michael and his dragon. By the end of the year, this will be true. And then I'll bring you my rebukes. Then you will see I really am the Archangel Michael. Signing off for now. Stay safe.